Hello, this is my review of the Kenwood Head Unit, the DDX512. This is also the same as the DDX5120, but without the GPS option. You can add it on later, though, to this unit if you choose to. Okay, when you go in, or turn it on, it goes to the last source played, which happens to be a DVD in this case. But let's go to the main menu here. The main menu, hopefully you can see it, has all the sources. I've just recently also hooked up the optional Sirius SC-C1 tuner to it, and also the Kenwood BT200 Bluetooth option is also on this and running. Let's start off with, there was a lot of questions about the Sirius portion of this. Let's click Sirius. Hopefully you can see this, that the Sirius display has multiple options on how to display the information from Sirius. You either have a 2-line mode or a 4-line mode. This is the 2-line mode, where you can select one line of information only by clicking this button. Either the channel name, the song, or the artist, or the composer, or the category can be displayed up there. Then, of course, you have the next station and the previous station and the band, which selects between SR1 through SR4, which are your presets for groups of your favorite Sirius selections. The other mode is the 4-line mode, which a lot of people had questions about. Does it display everything? The answer is yes. 4 lines kind of misleading. It's actually 3 lines of information, and then the 4th line is the control. The 3 lines of information are you can set to anything you want. You have a selection of setting each of the 3 lines to either displaying the channel name, the song, the artist, the composer, or the category. As you can see, all 3 are programmable. Right now I have the channel name on the top, the artist on the center, and the song at the 3rd line. So it shows the whole thing, and that's Sirius. What's nice also about the Sirius is if you click in the upper right-hand corner of the list, it also shows all the categories that you can select from, and as far as pop, rock, electronic, hip-hop, R&B. And when you click one of them, it'll display up to 5 channels on the page and all the information of those 5 channels at once. So you can select the kind of information you want to see on those 5 channels as you scroll. All those channels are in the pop category. Those are all the titles of the channels right there: Sirius Hits 1, Starlight, Sirius Love. And if you want to see what song's playing on all of them, you can hit Info Change, and that's all the current songs playing on those 5 channels that are on display. And you can scroll down to the next 5 and see exactly what, without going onto the channel, you can see exactly who the artist is and what the title track is without even selecting it. So if you see a song that's playing, like there's Oh Pretty Woman on channel 12 is playing currently, you click it and it goes right there. So there you go. That's actually pretty nice with the Sirius unit. Be forewarned, I went from a Kenwood to a Kenwood, and the old SR903 Sirius tuner is not compatible with this unit. You will have to get an SC-C1 to use Sirius on this. I found that out the hard way. And that's the Sirius. I don't have the XM option, and the XM option is not even available yet at the time of this recording. Hopefully, they say it'll be ready soon. So if you're an XM fan, you're out of luck right now. This is the AM/FM tuner. I'm not going to go through too much into it. I don't listen to AM/FM much, but there you go. You can have all your presets and select all your stations from there. The DVD is actually a pretty nice interface on that. I'm going to put in a DVD. Demonstrate quickly. This has a nice touchscreen interface to control navigating the DVD. And one of the nice things is, without even lighting up any buttons while the DVD is playing, the right side of the screen is dedicated to forwarding tracks, and the left side of the touch screen is dedicated to going back a track. So as soon as this plays, As you notice, I'm touching the right side of the screen, and this is a bunch of music videos on a DVD, and it goes to the next track just by touching the right side of the screen. If you want to go back to the beginning of the track or the track before, you can keep touching the left side of the screen, and it goes back a track. Then, of course, you can get more complex. You can hit the function button, and then you have the forward and next buttons light up, pause and play, and you can also do a highlight mode and a menu mode right there where you can actually control the menu. So let's go to the menu, which is a nice feature. First of all, when you highlight menus, you can move with the cursors on the screen at the DVD menu. And here's a real nice feature. You have a highlight mode where you don't even need the cursors. If you see the menu options on the DVD, you just touch them where they are, and they flip to exactly where they go. Even though that's not a menu, that's just showing things. But let's see. There we go. Okay. So anyways, that's how the highlight mode works. Most importantly, I purchased this because of the USB connectivity. And to show you the USB connectivity, here's the USB cable that hooks up, the extension that comes with it hooks up to behind the unit. I have it wired to my glove compartment so I can throw either a USB thumb drive, this is a 2 gig thumb drive, or I have a 320 gig Western Digital self-powered USB removable hard drive, which works as well, even though I have not filled it up with 320 gig of information to see if it can handle it or not. But let's demonstrate with the 2 gig mini cruiser first. First of all, most importantly, when you get this unit, you need to go to Kenwood.com and update the firmware to version 1.4.0, or many of the features that you purchased this for will not work, including playing video off of USB devices will not work without updating the firmware. So go to Kenwood.com and update the firmware. It'll burn a CD-ROM with the firmware. You put the CD in 30 seconds, it basically updates the whole system with all the bug fixes and updates, and boy did it need it. So here's something to note about the USB. I have videos on here. If you do videos on it, it will not take usually standard DVD videos to a thumb drive, which is a bummer. You must encode your MPEG-2 videos to a bit rate no higher than 3,000 kbps. If you go above 3,000, it'll stutter. And most DVDs, the MPEG movies are encoded at above that, 5,000 to 10,000. So I will demonstrate this real quick. Let's see if we can do this. I'm going to do a list of all the USB. Okay, so here's one that basically I took a VOB file, which is what they are on DVD, renamed it to a .mpg file, and transferred it over, which this one was recorded at 6,000 bit. That's how the DVD came. And let's see if it's playing. Yeah. So as you can see, it's not smooth. It's playing very slowly. It's not working very well. It can't handle it. And I don't know why. I've called Kenwood and asked them about this, and they haven't been too helpful about it. But basically, now I'm playing a video that was recorded with 3,000 kilobit instead of 6,000, and it plays and sounds smooth. So keep in mind, if you make videos to put on, if you want to transfer all your DVDs to a one big hard drive and leave the hard drive, which is what I'm trying to do, you have to re-encode all your videos to no higher than 3,000